How's it going, folks? It's Dave Grissom from Voile Manufacturing here to talk about the differences in the Alpina Alaska 75mm boot and the Crispi Svartisen 75. We'll talk today about comfort and weight, price, terrain selection, performance that I experienced, and finally the Voile binding that goes with the boot. So first of all, we'll talk about the Alpina Alaska 75. In terms of comfort, it's a type of boot that you can take it out of the box, put it on, it's comfortable, it's warm, you can go skiing. It's an easy skiing boot. Weight-wise, it's a little heavier than the Crispi boot. We'll get a little bit more into that later. Terrain selection, I would say that it's an entry-level boot that you'll typically want to use in rolling terrain. But as you'll see from some of the videos of me skiing, I could do a telemark turn with this boot and a Voile 3-pin binding. Performance-wise, like I said, you'll see that in the video. I would say it's primarily for over-rolling terrain, but you can use it as a turning boot. Price, it's $330, and it's slightly less than the Crispi boot. Binding, we are recommending that you use the Voile 201 or the Tele 3-pin binding. Reason why is the Alaska has a 15mm duckbill thickness, and that fits very well with our 201 telemark binding. It has a lower bail height, so it clamps the boot more securely. So it's a good mate for the Alaska because you get a secure fit with the boot and binding. If you're new to backcountry skiing or cross-country skiing, you can buy this boot, take it out of the box, put it on, and go skiing. It's comfortable, it's warm. It's typically, I would say, best used in rolling type of terrain. But as you can see from the videos, you can make turns, whether those are parallel or those are telemark turns. So let's get into it with the Crispi Svartisen 75mm boot. And we could draw some of the comparisons to the Alaska 75. In terms of comparing them, it's also a very comfortable boot. You can take it right out of the box and ski it. At least that was my experience. Weight, it's slightly lighter than the Alaska 75, but it's important to note that I had to get a size smaller in the Svartisen. I'm skiing a 45 in the Alaska and a 44, so that could be part of the weight difference. It was about 75 grams in difference, the Svartisen being 75 grams lighter. It has a carbon exoskeleton with 2 buckles. Also, it has a thicker duckbill on the boot that's 19mm. It fits better with our 3-pin cable binding and our HD Mountaineer binding because those 2 bindings have a higher bail height to accommodate that boot thickness. I would say performance-wise, it's superior in downhill performance. It's slightly stiffer, but that's probably because this is a new boot that I haven't broken in totally. It performs better downhill, but still tours pretty well. Terrain selection would be, you could take it pretty much anywhere in the backcountry. If you're using the 3-pin cable binding, with the cable assembly, you're going to get that enhanced performance. Price, it's $350, so it's not that much more than the Alpina Alaska. I'd sort of characterize this boot as it's used by somebody that's skiing a lot of days. They're taking it into a variety of terrain. You can do a lot with it. Talking comfort, weight, and price, they're both very comfortable boots. You can take them out of the box, put them on, they're comfortable. Weight, the Crispi is a little lighter, but as I said earlier, I had to get one size down. So this is a 45, that's a 44. Price, $20 difference, $330 and $350. Where they really differ is the type of terrain you're going to use them in and what the downhill performance is. The Alaska is more somebody that's new, getting into the sport. They want to use it typically for rolling type of terrain, more of a cross-country, but you still can use the boot for turning. As you saw in the videos, I'm doing telemark turns, I can do parallel turns. And of course, we should highlight that there are specific Voile bindings that go with each of those boots. We talked about that earlier, duckbill thickness, bail heights. I would say the Crispi is better downhill performance. You can use it in a wider variety of terrain. It's best paired with the Voile 3-pin cable binding. You have the cable for better downhill performance. So you can cover a bigger variety of terrain with this boot and the 3-pin cable combination. So if you have any other questions, hit us up on our social channels, give us a call or send us an email or stop by our retail store here in Salt Lake City, Utah.